Hi everyone, it's Laura. I'm going to go ahead and get started with a little haul video. This haul is from, hold on, start the chat. This haul is going to be from multiple different outlets. I've got some Salvation Army, some Goodwill, some Unique Thrift. So I kind of have a buildup of stuff from a while. I don't really know what all I have in here exactly. So I know what I have in there. It's delicious. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I literally have a stack of bags over here and I'm going to grab them and just start going through everything. So let's see what we've got. So this I know is a very tiny bit of stuff from Unique Thrift Day. And I want to say this was a 50% off. No, maybe not. It's just a couple of little things, so nothing too major. I got two of these little washcloths with koala bears. They were 50 cents each, so it was not a huge deal. Canon Royal Family. I didn't see them online. I have no idea what they would go for. I might try and sell them on Instagram as a pair for just, I don't know, a small amount. I mostly got them because they were really cute, and apparently, I don't know, I was on a high. This is the kind of crap I need to stop getting. I've more than enough things to list. They're cute, but they're all right. This is not the kind of thing I need to stop getting. This is amazing. This is obviously a tea towel, and I love the graphics. Look at, oh my God, it's just so cool. I paid $1.50 for this, and it's in really nice shape. It does not seem dead stock. Hey, Pam. It doesn't seem dead stock. Obviously it seems washed, but it's nice. It's like nice and soft. Like it might actually absorb water if you used it. So, and the colors are all still in really great shape. So I'm going to stick this up either on Instagram or on Etsy. I'm not sure which. I did a little Instagram sale last night for the first time in a really long time, and I actually had some results. So that was nice. I really enjoyed selling on Instagram back in the day when I did it a lot, and I want to get back into it. The community is nice. You know, you're avoiding some of the fees that you get with eBay and Etsy. You're still paying your PayPal fees, of course, but really it was just a nice outlet to be able to engage with the other people in the vintage community. It's how I got started with the group that I'm in. So it's, you know, and I don't want to lose that platform. So let me see. Sorry, I've got my chat like way far away from me, which is silly. Hey, Emery. All right, this is a little washcloth I got. It's pretty. It was 70 cents. And I don't know why I got this. I mean, I'm not going to sell it. I'll probably just keep it, even if it's just in the bathroom to like wipe down the sink that we get water on all over the place. But I like the tag, as always. It was cute. Let's see. This is very cool piece of lingerie. Let me see. I can't remember if there was a tag in it. Oh, yes, there is. It's by some brand I've never heard of before called Love's Delight. It's probably like 80s. I don't think it's 70s. I mean, crappy tag, you know, like that papery crap. But this is the print on it, which is awesome. And then the slip itself, very racy. So it's just, you know, like a top thing. But it ties at the bust, and that is it. It's open all the way down. So this little pair of panties, super hot. And this almost is like a Hawaiian type of print. I mean, not exactly, but I think I can get away with using it as a keyword. And this thing I paid $5 for. This will go on Etsy for probably like 30, 40 bucks, I think. Maybe I'll go lower than that. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, this is a very pretty little slip that I bought. I like that sewn detail on the front. It's a, you know, obviously it's very basic, but I like the little extra touch. I have to get more of my slips online. I love selling these things, and they're just fun. And this wasn't much. This was $3.50. So this would be like a maybe 15 bucks on Etsy. but I like the half slips that have a little bit of something special going on, not even just lace at the hem. I like there to be like a flounce or some appliques or whatever. And this is another, I was gonna say handkerchief, washcloth that I bought, which is really cool. So this I bought because it reminds me of a set of towels. So you guys are probably familiar with the Wavy Gravy, which I think was Ken and Monticello also, which is what this is, right? And I recently had some towels that I sold on Etsy in this, these colors are really difficult to discern today. But these are basically hot pink, orange, and lighter pinks. So, and I mean, it was silly. This was $1. I can't remember if this was a 50% off day or not. So it may have been 50 cents, but either way, I don't know that I would sell a single washcloth. I'm going to look it up, but I just was struck in by the color. So it was nice. So that was all one thing. I don't know if I got more stuff during that trip or not. Honest to God, I have no idea at this point. Sometimes I yank stuff out to start listing it. And, you know, so I had this giant collection of stuff that I hadn't done a haul on yet and that I hadn't pulled apart for listing. So I thought, let me just go ahead and do a whole video. All right. This was very cute, but it's actually damaged. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I might try to sell it, but I don't know. It's a little wallet thing and it's pony hair. And the inside was very nice. It's also some sort of patterned animal skin. I'm assuming that it's real. The pony hair is. I don't know what's inside. This was $1.50, but after I picked it up, I realized that this zipper is separating and it's separating from the fabric of the zipper. So it's not even like you can just sort of re-sew. Plus, gosh, this is stiff. You can't even just re-sew the zipper onto the thing. So the zipper would have to be replaced. I don't know that anybody would bother doing that for this, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Is the zipper even? Yeah. On the part where it's not all, oh, it's, yeah, it's doing that a lot. Anyway, I thought it was cute. Didn't notice the damage. So I do try to pay attention when I'm buying stuff to make sure that I'm checking for damage. And there's times that even when I have, maybe the lighting in the store is just poor, which is the case in both of my Salvation Armies have terrible lighting, but great stuff. So, or, you know, I just don't look carefully enough. So whatever, but the risks are financially pretty low. Got a couple of hats, which I'm excited about. I think I already have photos taken. I'm going to list them on Etsy, I think. It looks very Eastery. And this one, these were all, I got 3 hats. One of them was $5, but the other 2 were like $2.50. It was crazy. So this is, if you can see that, Mr. Emile, whatever, something. Yeah. There we go. House of Hats. And I thought it was really pretty. And then this one, which is a nice little pillbox hat. I think it's a little bit later, but I'm not sure. So there's this Union Made tag. I can't see that I'm showing it properly, but it sits a little bit back on the head. This one I actually didn't think looked all that bad on me, but it's a little bit boring for me, and it's a little bit large, so I'd have to pin it in place. But this was awesome. And then this hat I am in love with, but I either am not wearing it properly or it just doesn't look right on me. So it's a shame that the lighting isn't doing more justice to this. So it's got all these very detailed flowery things. So one thing is it does have this bald patch back here, but it's got this velvet ribbon. This is a really sort of like, it's a lot of pinks. And I think it's a little bit lighter than what's coming through for you guys. So I think this looks kind of stupid on me. Put back looks better, but it's too big and would have to be pinned. But I love this. I have a purple hat with this type of flowery stuff on it, but it's more of like a cone shape and it looks great. And the last time I wore it, I didn't have purple hair. It would probably be amazing. But I love these. I love these. And I have a gigantic collection of hats that I don't wear and that I have not posted. And they're all packed away right now. So I need to try and dig those out and figure out which ones I want to sell, which ones I want to keep. I definitely love them. I love wearing them. They're a lot of fun. I do get super self-conscious when I wear them out in public because it draws a lot of attention, and you would think that like, I guess I've slowly gotten accustomed to whatever attention I draw, but having purple hair is not a big deal when, not a lot of people have it now, but it's not totally uncommon. But wearing hats from the 60s gets a little weird sometimes. Depends on how you wear it. Another slip that I got, this one doesn't have a lot of detail, but the color is awesome. And it's super minuscule. Cute little bows. Those are red. You can't really tell. I don't think this had, oh yeah, it's Vanity Fair. If we can see it. Yeah, kind of. All those reds and purples are hurting my camera. This was $2.50. And maybe it was 25% off or 50% off. I don't know. They've had a couple of 50% off days recently. Oh, I guess I just had this thrown on top of something. And I can't remember what for. I mean, I think one was around President's Day or something. I don't know, whatever just passed. Some kind of weird holiday. This I just got. I think this one was 25% off. So whatever, less than $5. It's a vintage men's shirt and it's Marlboro. I love that tag. And I love the print. It's awesome. So, and the collar is a little bit elongated, which is cool too. Love those. That'll be another Etsy, whatever. Put that up on Etsy as usual, 30, 40 bucks, give or take. Oh, this is more stuff I got yesterday. I don't think that what I have here in my hand is worth whatever. I'll explain. So you may or may not know that there is a very bizarre market for personal products among certain people, specifically baby diapers, vintage baby diapers, and vintage feminine care products, and probably other weird shit that I don't know about. So I picked this up thinking that it was older. I'm pretty sure that it is not, but this was a sample that was sent through the mail for Always pads, and it's got a pad and 2 panty liners in it. But it has this barcode thing, which I'm pretty sure is a more recent thing. I was thinking this might be from whatever, 80s or 90s, whenever these things came out. This is the customer's address that it was sent to, which I thought was weird that the thrift store just sticks it out there. It's not obscured at all. I was trying to get the label off and haven't been able to yet. So I don't know. I paid $1 for this. I didn't look anything up in the store because my phone battery was really low. So, and it was only, it was not $1, it was 75 cents. Okay, this, I can't even show this to you guys. This is red, so it'll be hard for you to see, and it's massive. This is just a giant, giant, giant scarfy thing. I mean, like giant, right? Really huge. So, and I don't know what direction it's supposed to go, but this print is amazing. The fabric is hideous. It's some sort of synthetic-y rayon, something or other. Ooh, I didn't even see this before. I don't know if this is Valentina or Calentina. I don't know if they're trying to be Valentino. Right, that's harder for you to see too, but whatever. I'll look it up. But based on the way the fabric feels, I'm not sure that it's going to be anything super desirable. This was $5, 25% off of $5, whatever. That comes $3.75. So I don't know if I'm going to sell it or use it as a wall hanging or something. I mean, it's gigantic. It's so huge. So I love it though. There's that. Oh, this was cute. This is just like a little, it looks like straw, but it's probably more, it's like plastic raffia, you know? It does have a metal zipper, so it's older, probably 60s. It was $2.50 minus 25% of that. And I'll pop this up on Etsy. This is a cute little makeup case or like a case for travel, you know, hair, whatever, your hair crap or your, whatever. It's cute. And it was cheap, so I got it. I like this kind of stuff. When I was working, one of my most recent, you know, not working for myself jobs, I didn't have a desk. and I had to go to multiple locations. So I carried this bag around with me all the time that was essentially my desk. So I had all my notebook and any files if I needed them, and pens, and and then all that other crap that you need, right? So I used bags like these. One I put my lady product business in. One I used for pens and stuff like that. I felt like I was 12 with my pencil case, but and then like paper clips and all that crap that were just not readily available, but that I would need. So this is great for that kind of stuff too, because I'm sure everybody has jobs like that. Anyway, all right, let's see. Oh, these were fun. So I actually got a total of 4 of these. These, they don't go for a whole ton of money. They go, I think that they used to be a little bit, I don't know. I used to see them posted and people would get really excited about them. I thought they were cool looking. I never wanted to buy one, so I didn't pay much attention to the prices, but people seem to get very excited. I think now, at least, they're going for maybe like $5 on Etsy, but it's really cute. These were 75 cents each. I got 3 of them yesterday, and I got 1 the other day for $1. So I have them listed on Etsy already, and I think I have them at $5 each because it was sort of the lower end, and I try to kind of scooch in under the low end there. Hi, Bubba. So anyway, those are cute. Fire King. They're nice. Hi, Gordon. Gordon's visiting me. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, he was in my live story last night because I was trying to do my pillowcase sales as flat lays, and he kept laying on them. Anytime I sat down, he would come over to visit. As long as I was up and active, he stayed away. So this I have not figured out a comp on yet. This is Bambi, and it's a little music box, and I have no idea what the freaking song is. This was $6. I don't know if the tag is covering up. There's some labels on the bottom. Oops. Oh, I think it does have the name of the song. Usually they, well, I don't know if usually they do. Often they do. The tag does not want to, like, oh my word. I don't know why I just said, oh my word. I was trying to avoid swearing, apparently, although I've sworn 62 times in this video already, I'm sure. It doesn't have the name of the song that I can find. I don't really want to play it for you guys because it's a little bit slow, and then we all have to sit there and listen to it, and that's torture, but it's very cute. It was $6, and Disney does well. Bambi is always, of course, very popular because adorable, So it was $4, 6, and then 25% off of that. Somebody knows how to do math, and it's not me. Oh, this I'm pretty sure I'm keeping. Another vintage scarf, and I just love the colors. This fabric, I suppose it could be silk. It feels like a natural fabric. I was thinking cotton, but I guess it could be silk too. It's like thinner than a cotton would be. There's no tags. But look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm not a huge fan of the stringy things because they don't, as you can see, they're not very, I don't know, smooth, but they're also not knotted. Anyway, I just love this piece. This was $5, so $3.75 after the 25% off. I love that. I'm pretty sure I'm just keeping that. This was a very pretty, I like the colors. It reminds me a lot of the 60s. Oh, it's got a hole in it. Right here, I don't know if you guys can see. No, it's got, like when I held it up, the light comes through so I can see that there's a hole. So this will go super cheap. I paid, it was $3 plus 25% off. There is an old tag on it that is literally hanging on by a thread, like barely a thread. It says a specialty house fashion, but it's a cool looking tag. I feel like I can't hold still enough to make it focus, but you guys get the idea. And it's silk, and it was pretty. I just liked this is the kind of stuff I think that does really well. It's just like, like a headband. Oh, that's actually not too bad looking. It's cute. So there's that. I really did not intend to buy 75 scarves to keep, but that looks like I might have to sell the really big one because it's too many. And then this one, I don't know if this is vintage or not. This is, I believe, Russian. I just really like these. I think they're pretty. And it doesn't have a tag, but it feels a little bit woolly. This was $4. It was $6 plus 25% off. I just think they're really pretty. I see them a little bit too much. I'm sure that there are modern versions being made. There's a McDonald's mug in here. Well, these were really cute. I'm going to take them out. These were salt and pepper shakers that were $2, $1.50. It took me that long to figure out, by the way, that $1.50 is 75% of $2. But these guys are really cute. They're either going to be Instagram or Etsy. Oh my God, they're cute. These have got to be Instagram because this is total Instagram community. Like, and they're going to cost like nothing to ship. They'll probably ship even packaged for under 8 ounces, which is great because it lets you, you know, it just goes in easier sale. God, they're cute. Look at the little base. Yeah. There's no markings on the bottom. They have rubber or plastic, rubber stoppers, whatever. I don't know. They could be replacement stoppers, but it doesn't matter because they're cute. They look like little raccoons, or not raccoons, but not quite like cats, but they're cute. I love them. So, hey pickers, how you doing? All right, let's see. This shirt is a Hawaiian shirt. The print is okay. Not one of the craziest prints that I've seen, and I do like them to be a little bit unusual. But this was $6 and then 25% off, and it's Rain Spooner. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly. I think that's how you pronounce it. But Rain Spooner does pretty well, and just like a lot of other brands, there are certain ones that do better than others. Obviously, he's got some prints that are really out there, some that have a lot of cool detail in them. This is a little bit more run-of-the-mill. But, and then I think that he has some that are more specialty. I can't remember if he does embroidered as well. So some of his will go for crazy amounts of money, some not so much. It is a vintage brand, but I believe it's also a brand that's still in production. So, you know, you have to kind of look at what you're getting. I mean, this is obviously like an easy $15, probably up to like 25, 30. I'm probably going to list this on eBay. I've never looked these up on Etsy, honestly. So I'll look it up on Etsy, but I'm probably going to list it on eBay, depending on what comps look like. But off the top of my head, like 30 or $35 with best offer. And it's an XXL, which is also a nice little benefit. So, but I feel like this is not a super vintage tag, but it's a little bit older. So, and there were some collaborations that he's done as well with others. I don't know exactly, but I'm consolidating these bags as I go, so that's useful. Okay. How are we? Oh, 12:30. Good on time. I'm going to take a little sip of coffee because it always gets cold before I finish it. Well, read my comments. Sorry, one of my cats, shockingly, is doing something stupid. Monkey, what are you doing? I have an ironing board propped up, and he's on top of something trying to stand on the edge of the ironing board, like the foot of the ironing board. That's just not going to go well. All right, I'll show you guys these too. I forgot that these were up here. I got these yesterday as well. This is one. Remember I talked about people liking weird personal items? By the way, speaking of the weird personal items, I mean, when I say people like vintage baby diapers and like feminine hygiene products and stuff, some of them will go for hundreds of dollars. So like 80s Pampers, and especially if it's a larger size, there are some of the people who do this sort of adult baby thing. I don't know. I mean, that's something that's talked about frequently. I don't know if that's an assumption. I'm sure that people buying them for that purpose are not like, thanks so much, I'm going to use these for my adult baby role play. I don't know. But as far as I know, a lot of them, even smaller sizes, will sell well. So I think it's a sense of nostalgia for certain people. I don't really care what they're doing with them. If I ever found Pampers from the 80s, you bet I'd be buying that. I mean, people like $700 for an intact box. It's crazy. So anyway, this is not going to go for anywhere near that amount of money, but there is a market for vintage panties. So these are a little difficult because they're in a sealed package. It says size 5, but you know, by today's standards, that does not mean anything. These are also a thermal knit, so like a thermal shirt. I don't know how realistic this illustration is for these pleasure knit thermal undies, but I've got this up on eBay right now. It's an auction. We'll see. It might not get any action. One of the things with auctions is that you never know if the right person is going to see it at the right time. So I don't always like auctions unless it's something that I know is like a surefire bet for big money, or I want to get rid of it and I don't care how much it goes for. That's basically the 2 reasons I use auctions. This I stuck up there because I don't really know what to ask for it. I don't know what it's potentially worth. So we'll see. I paid 75 cents for this. So, and even just as packaging, it's just adorable. Lace trimmed petty pant. Petty pant is a really great search term. So is sissy pant if you're doing vintage underwear. So like we call them granny panties, but usually high-waisted, sort of silk or satin in great colors is always a huge plus if it's got any kind of embellishment. I just sold a pair that I may have done in a previous haul video. They were red with like a flower applique on them, and I think I sold them for 49 bucks on Etsy. So there definitely is a great market for that kind of stuff. And I mean, honestly, this kind of stuff, I like this kind of stuff just because it's fun. This is great to wear to bed with a tank top. Anyway. But I'm not going to because it's new in package. And then I got these really awesome little doily things, right? So this is one, and then this is the second one that are huge. I love the colors in these. They're fantastic. It's really dense and even, I'm guessing crochet because I don't know anything about knitting. And even the finishing points are really beautifully done. So I don't know. I know that crochet apparently cannot be done by a machine. Here's the finishing points, right? But I don't know that this is, I think this is crochet. I don't know. Anyway, but they're beautiful. So I actually got 4, but 2 of them have sold and are packaged up to get shipped out. So, and I sold those on Instagram. Super fun, very like gypsy bohemian, you know, great for that type of decor. I was very excited about those. I kind of wanted to keep 1 or 2 of them, but I don't really know what I would do with them. So, all right, what else do I have? What is this? Okay, this is from, I believe also, I can't remember. It might have just been a 25% off day, but I got a couple neat things. This I have to get posted. I have to try and clean this up a little bit. So this is obviously an older little doggy person. I don't look at toys too much because I don't like to. I don't like looking at them. I don't like looking through all the modern crap. I don't really know what I'm looking for. So usually I'll just kind of glance through at some of the more, you know, I don't dig through it or anything. I just sort of see what's there to see if anything catches my eye. This is a vintage Disney lady from Lady and the Tramp. So she's super cute. She is dirty. She's got this stuff going on the back of her head. She's not totally stiff, but she's like not floppy. I don't know. So I'll say I did not find her online anywhere. I did find some older, I do think that she's, I'll show you the tag. She's gonna make me sneeze. Let's see if we can make this, there we go. So obviously it's an older tag. Walt Disney characters manufactured by California Stuffed Toys. And then the back is just content, synthetic fibers, and then it's got the California Stuffed Toys address. But I could tell by the tag that it was older. And when I looked it up, because, you know, I don't know these things off the top of my head, I think that Lady and the Tramp came out in 55, they said. So, or maybe it was 65. So, I mean, I'm going to list her as being 60s because she's got that look. It's in line with when the movie came out. When I'm in doubt on an era, I tend to go later. So if I'm not sure if it's 60s, I'll put 70s. You know, so in this case, I don't know that it would, if it's necessarily 50, I think it's 50s, but I'm going to put 60s and then comment it in the description. I am going to try and clean her up, but I just don't know how I'm going to do it, and I'm only going to do it safely. I don't want to throw her in the washer. I don't know. There's a cleaning group that I might ask about or look through. They have stuff about cleaning stuffed animals all the time. But some of the older Disney stuff was doing pretty well. I think I can at least do 20 for her. I can't remember how high some of them were going. And the ones that I was seeing were pretty wonky. They would have like the plastic eyes that were painted. So it was like an oblong with like a black circle, but it would be twisted the wrong way. So they looked all wonky eyed and, well, and they were going for decent money and they looked retarded. So I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see. This, I don't remember. I think that this, I just got it because it was cute. It's embroidered in blue, right? I think this is for holding buns, and I don't know that that's true. So it's got snaps, 1, 2, and when I snap it together, you'll recognize it. And then the third one is under this price tag here, 3. So let's see. Y'all are like probably saying like, okay, you don't have to snap it. We know what it is, Laura. Relax. Let this go. Oh, like this. So you snap it together twice. And then it ends up like that. But then you pop these guys open. And it's like, I don't know, like a cloth. It's not like a bowl. I think it's for buns, for rolls. Right? Oh my God, it wants to collapse there. What does that? And then I think you stick the rolls in little pockets, right? I think that's what that's for. So anyway, it was cute. It was $2.50. I have no idea what this is going to sell for. I have not looked it up. I'll have to figure it out, but I got it because it was pretty embroidery and I liked it. So forgot about something. All right, these were really cool. I think these are placemats. These were $1.50. There's 2 of them. And these are like a cotton or linen. I'm not sure. There's no tag on it for manufacturer or content or anything, but I thought it was pretty. And the colors are a little bit more, it's harder, it's not coming through quite as well, but I think a little bit more like groovy 60s coloring on this one. And then these, I think I got a total of 6 of these. So I don't know. I have to sneeze again. Excuse me. I don't know. I asked for some help in one of my groups on some keywords for this. So somebody suggested that it was maybe Mayan, and someone else, a couple of people said maybe like European or Norwegian representations of Mayan art. So I am going to sort of go with that type of stuff when I describe it on Etsy. But they're really pretty. They were in very nice shape. They do have some markings on them. This one, this says HK on the bottom. And then there's this weird little face guy here. I could not find anything. The only thing I did find referencing HK for linens was, I think, a Swedish company. The signature didn't match that, but I don't know. Let's see, what the heck is this? Oh, I know what that is. Okay. I forgot about this. All right. This is one of those things. This looks vintage, but I don't know if it is, because I feel like this is one of those things that they would just still have really good, really old packaging for. But it's a swim cap. And what I like about it is it's all textured with roses. And of course, it's still in the package, which is a big bonus. Although it's possible, it's a Ziploc type package. So A, that probably means it's not that old. And B, who knows if it was used or not, because it could have easily been in and out, in and out. But I thought it was really cool. I've done no research on this because I forgot I had it, quite honestly. But it's so, I love the roses. It's so cool. Okay. Oh, Lady and the Tramp is like seriously messing up my nose. All right, more of those things. Oh, and this thing is probably not helping me either, but this is also super awesome. And again, I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. They don't go for all that much on Etsy. I paid $2.50 for this. Maybe it might have been on sale. I don't remember. Oh yeah, she's very like sneeze inducing too. What's going on? And this is going to be good to experiment on. So this is like this fabric, right? It looks like this. So it almost looks like velvet, but it's more of a rug or, you know, a tapestry. But I have several blankets that are made out of, oh my God, they're so cute. Look at them, that are made out of a similar material. And they are referred to as Italian wedding blankets, which were a big thing in the 40s. And the men going over during the war would, I guess, bring them home or send them home. So I've sold a couple of these. I don't know why I get so many of them in this particular, I mean, I'm in Jersey, so maybe that's why, but I've sold two of them in the past. One I sold for 175 and one for 125. The first one that I got, I think, was the one I sold for 125. I didn't know what it was when I bought it. It was just really crazy looking, so I bought it. And it's all like cherubs and like very over the top, elaborate, you know, gold and swirly and whatnot Italian. And so I got the first one because I thought it was awesome. And then I put it up for 125 because it was sort of crushed looking. I put it in the washer. I mean, I didn't even think about it, put the whole thing in the washing machine, washed it. So I can't remember if it had that crushed velvet look beforehand or not. The second one was nice and smooth and was overall okay, so I didn't do anything with it. And I actually sold both of them to the same person months apart. And it was a woman in Australia, and her address was a hotel. So I don't know if she works at the hotel. Like, I don't know if it's just she gets them delivered to her job or if they work for the hotel. When I looked the hotel up online, it did not look like the kind of place that would have these things. So I don't know, but I thought it was really interesting. So it's cool. Anyway, I currently have 3 more of them that I found. 2 in one place, 1 in another, but they all have like super bad musty smell. And I think I hung 2 of them outside one day and it didn't really do much. Musty smell, I've had a difficult time getting rid of sometimes. For whatever reason, I usually come across it in things that I don't want to actually wash. Either because it's like, it still has its original hang tags on it, or I have one right now that's a crazy awesome, like metallic, I don't know if it's Lurex dress. And I've damaged a similar type of fabric with washing before, so I don't want to wash it. Yeah, so I have a hard time getting rid of it. So this will be a good test because it doesn't quite, it's got something going on, like definitely dusty basement at the very least. But I won't really care about washing this. This is not so valuable that it's like a $200 item that I'm damaging. You know, I think that on Etsy, these actually weren't going for that much on Etsy when I looked it up. So maybe I'll be able to wash it, but it's so cute. Ridiculous. All right, and then the last thing I got at that particular trip, and these were all at a unique thrift, which is, again, my Savers or Value Village. This thing, I love these things. Beaded and sequined top. This is from the 50s or 60s. It's a metal zipper up the back, a little hangy fringe down there. And this particular piece is made of wool. I don't think there's no brand on this. The tag is still gorgeous, which is crazy that a content tag is this attractive. Now, what is making me nuts is that when I bought this, I did a lot of shaking to make sure that nothing was loose, no beads were going to fall off, and everything was fine. Now everything seems fine too. Everything was fine, and then when I went up to the register to pay, I noticed some beads kind of came off, and then they kind of came off when I got home. Maybe she just wanted to see an empty guy here. So, but other than that, everything looks really good. We're a little. So, these are nice. I may have paid $8 for this. Hopefully it was on sale for $6, but I'm not sure. And I would list that on Etsy for $35 or $40, I think. All right, now my pile's getting a little wonkadoodle. I'm gonna put these guys, these musty stinking guys. Making my nose a little unhappy. I am going to blow my nose, and I apologize in advance. but okay. It looks like I only have 2 bags left. Oh, also this thing. I got during one of these trips recently. No. Here we go. We're back. Okay. This is all pearl beaded purse. Super pretty. $8. I can't remember this. I definitely would not have paid $8 for this, but I would have paid 4. I don't remember if maybe I got it for 6, but it's in gorgeous condition. Like it's really, the inside, it seems unused. So maybe used once or twice. It's very stiff, and there is a tag inside that was hard for me to look at because it doesn't want to come out. I can't remember. I don't know. It's made in Hong Kong, and it's just very pretty. So I'll put that up on Etsy. I don't remember how much. I got it because it's just gorgeous, and I love it. And I'm trying to see if these are sewn on or not. I think that they are. Okay. All right, Mookie, you're in the way, my friend. All right, this is a Goodwill haul that I'm going to dig into here. Let's see. And this was not a sale day. This is just a day I went to Goodwill. Ralph Lauren Denim and Supply. It's a nice print. This Aztec stuff is popular, Southwestern-y type of stuff. But I do notice it, Denim and Supply, which gets talked about a lot as being very desirable. It does okay. Like it's not, I listed something yesterday, which was just a plain brown linen sweater, but the stuff was going super cheap. I feel like there's an oversaturation of the market. So I'm probably going to stop picking this stuff up. But, you know, I have this one, so there it is. And I paid, so Goodwill, it was probably like $5.50 for this thing. So I'm going to list it. I'll see if I can find this online. I don't know if I can. I would list it for at least 10 on eBay. If it goes higher than that, I'll be thrilled, but I don't know if it will. This tie, I don't remember getting this at Goodwill, but sorry. Coca-Cola, and it would have been $1 or $2, I think. And I found this image online on eBay, but not as a tie. So also, though, Coca-Cola ties weren't going for crazy amounts of money. I want to say maybe on the $10 side. So we'll see. But I might try and do 15 with best offer and see what happens. She's pretty. I like her. This thing, what is this? Oh, this is pretty. All right, this is some lingerie. I love vintage lingerie, and I love the slips from like the 40s. So I don't think this had a tag in it. And I don't know if this is actually 40s, but it's got that look. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if there's a tag. Here we go. Yeah, it's a Van Realte. And I'll show you the piece in a minute because I know that whatever. So nylon sheer, Angel Mist, made in USA. It's a little bit larger. There was not a size tag in it, but the fact that it's larger is nice. It's black, which is also nice. I don't find the black stuff in the older pieces. I really like the lace and the way that it, you know, is shaped at the top. And then the bottom is just a sort of flowy skirt. But it's pretty. I always hold it up like that, and then you guys can't see that far down. So, and I, honest to God, don't remember how much I paid for this because I don't know how much pajamas are at Goodwill. But, oh no. She's got a little, the lace. So it's just detached a little bit. And I could, like, even with my lack of skill, I could probably fix that, but I probably am not going to try. So I would put this on Etsy for maybe, if it didn't have that little bit of damage, I would do around 30 to 40, but I might drop it below 30 because of the damage that I don't feel like dealing with, honestly. Let's see. These pieces, I do not know what they'll go for. I picked this up. I mean, it's just a hooded sweatshirt, but it's Carhartt. So I follow, oh dear. I follow a guy on Instagram. His name is Vintage George. I don't know if he's all like into being followed or not. I know him actually through a non-vintage selling friend of mine. I don't know him. I follow him through that. But he's into vintage workwear, like the old, I'm working on the railroad kind of workwear, right? Awesome stuff. And there's a Facebook page about it. It's really great. And so Carhartt is a brand that's been around for a long time and made a lot of old workwear. And he had posted, I think, overalls or something, and the tag on them. And it was basically this logo. Obviously, this is not super old, but this was really cool. And so that was definitely an influence in why I picked this up. And it's just a neat sweatshirt. So we'll see. I mean, here's the tag. So you can see it's obviously a more modern piece. That's their current logo, but this is the older one. So I would probably try and get at least 20 bucks for that. I haven't researched it, so if it can go higher, then I'll be thrilled with that, obviously. Let's see. This, what, oh, I forgot all about this. This is super awesome. This is a shirt, a blouse. And obviously the print's amazing, but look at those sleeves, right? Holy Christmas. And there's no tags in this anywhere, but it's a bigger size, which is a plus. The print is a plus. The sleeves are a definite plus. It's all around fantastic. This is definitely an Etsy Pete's, and it's, I would say I'm going to do it around 40 bucks. So I love it, love it, love it. I might try and stick it up on Instagram. I got my start selling on Instagram. That's how I learned how to start selling things. I was doing a lot of thrift store shopping, and I had started just posting outfit of the day pictures, but I was doing a lot of vintage. I was wearing a lot of vintage stuff at that point. And through the hashtags for that, I started seeing that people were selling vintage, and through following them, and I'm sure I've told the story before, but you know, and then I learned about hard goods and stuff. So my first experiences selling were on Instagram community at the time, and it's changed then. It's gotten a lot bigger, and you know, I don't interact the same way on Instagram that I used to, but I really loved selling on there. So, you know, if I can try and do that some more, that'd be a lot of fun. So that might go on Instagram. For a while, I would post things on Instagram and not really get any responses, so I stopped doing it because to me it was like a wasted effort. If it didn't sell immediately, your chances of it selling later were very decreased, because it's like Facebook. Like, people are seeing it as you're posting it and then not necessarily seeing it a whole lot later. So I put my efforts more into Etsy and eBay, but it was still fun. So this is very wrinkled now, but this is LuLaRoe, which is a popular thing. LuLaRoe in solid colors does better than a lot of the prints. I know that there are certain prints that are in very high demand. I have no idea what they are. I would imagine that they're from the prints that I come across for LuLaRoe have not been anything stellar. They've just been normal sort of geometric-y type of prints. I think if you were coming across something that was like unicorns or ice cream cones or cutesy like that, that would probably do really well. But the solid colors also go for more money, I guess, because they're harder to get. I'm not sure. So I don't remember how much this goes for. I just picked it up because it was probably like $5.50 or so. And it's red. And it was, what size is this? This is a medium, which is not bad. So let's see. What is that? Oh, this is a cute little dress I got. I think it's 80s. I think that there was no tag in it. Yeah. There's no manufacturing tag. It's sort of got, yeah, it's got light shoulder pads in it. So this is what I would call an 80s does 50s, which is not, it's not like I made that up. That's what the vintage community calls it. But it's probably 80s based on these designs, I would guess. Here's the skirt, but it does have a 50s type of vibe to it. Also, what I like about this is this sort of waist hip panel. So it's like a separate panel, so it fits a little bit in the waist to right at the hips there. Buttons down the front, really cute. I probably paid, I can't remember, $8 or $10 for this dress, and I will list it around 40 as usual. This is another one of these things that I picked up because they're supposed to be all, oh my God, it's and when I tried to look it up, it's hard because the search term becomes saturated. So people use the search terms in ways that they're not supposed to. So it's hard to find legit stuff versus stuff where people are just using the tag. But this is a Champion sweatshirt, and it is a reverse weave, which is a thing that people want for whatever reason. I don't know what that means. It seems just like a sweatshirt to me. So, oh, I see. The grain of the fabric is going this way instead of up and down. I don't know if I can show it to you. So, oh my God. I don't know if you can see sort of the lines in the material are going horizontally instead of vertically. I don't know why that makes it a thing, but apparently it does. So Champion, these are vintage reverse weave. It's got these like panels on the side. I have no idea what this goes for. I think I looked it up. I think I was expecting them to go for 50 to 60 bucks, and it was more like 20 to 30 when I looked it up, and I can't remember if that was because I just wasn't finding. I was having a difficult time finding just straight up reverse weave stuff. But anyway, I picked that up. It would have been $5 or $6 when I got it. With that. All right. And then I've only got one more bag of stuff. So let's see. Well, no, that's not true. I kind of have two more bags of stuff. I would apologize, but I'm not really sorry. All right, this is Salvation Army one day. It's amazing. I'll show you the best part of it first. This sweater. All right, so this was $3. And you might be looking at it going, okay, yeah, it's not bad, but this is a vintage. And for me, that always makes it way better. It could be the same exact print reproduced today, and I'd be like, but then the second I see this stupid tag, I'm like, oh my God. So really pretty. It's got a zipper just like up the back of the neck there. And hand screen print by Darlene. I think it's, okay, Angora, rabbit, and lamb's wool. It was $3. I mean, come on. So that was exciting. Love that. That will go on Etsy. 30, 40 bucks unless I can do more. I didn't research it. Let's see, where'd this thing go? This thing that I picked up, this was also $3. I think this is Fenton, and it's a candle holder. I looked these up on Etsy. I found a white one that was just like this. And I found blue, but they were not candle holders. So I don't really have a comp for this. I don't remember what those were going for, but it was only $3. Fenton usually does well. And because it's blue, that's a little bit more unusual. If you guys don't know, this is called hobnail, where it's like this, you know, and this is pointed hobnail. So there's hobnail, and then there's something called English hobnail, which is a little bit more squared. So it's almost like little square pillows that come up like this. And then the pointed one, I don't remember if there's a name for it other than just that it's pointy, but whatever. And then this is filthy right now, by the way. Disgusting. This thing was $5. So it's one of these guys. It's in really nice condition, as though it's kind of new, right? And let's see. I'm trying to read what this says. Something Senor Lopez. The top is sewn underneath. This is made in Mexico, and it's cotton, poly, and acrylic. So that's the tag. It was $5. It's neat. These things are referred to as Baja, like a Baja shirt. Also apparently drug rug is the term for them. I feel like there's a third one and I'm not remembering, but this was in really nice shape. I don't know why I got it, whatever. I did. And then this I bought on a whim, and it actually goes for quite a bit of money. I mean, quite a bit, like 60, 70 bucks, I think. But this is just a jacket. It's a Maserati. Okay, course. Yeah, C-O-R-S-E. I paid $5 for this. This is a size small, which is a little bit less desirable when it comes to this kind of stuff, but it still has its hang tag, so it was unworn, which is nice. And I was pleasantly surprised when I looked up the comps for it. So that was cool. I forgot that I had this also until like last night. I was trying to organize some stuff and I found it. So I have to get that listed. And then now I think I'm on my last bag. It's 1 o'clock, so it's not too terrible. See. All right. Okay. This, I don't remember if I showed this in a haul video or not. This was, I just threw this in this bag. So I think I did show this recently. It's an Indian top. In case you watched that haul, I find stuff like this a lot because the area that I live in has a very high population of Indian people. And I really don't know if stuff is vintage or if it's just that it's manufactured, things are manufactured differently, or I have no idea. I'm terrible, but I think it's gorgeous and I love it. So I tried it on. I was able to get it on, so that's good. I was afraid that the arms might be a little bit slim. Have anything, there's no side zipper, there's nothing. The top has a little opening here, but other than that, there's nothing to help you get it on. So I was relieved that it fit. I've gotten pieces in the past that look like they're an adult size, but if you want to get it on your body, it's difficult. So I don't know how that works. But that was really pretty. I will probably sell this. Anyway, that was just in the bag. So let's see. This looks like it's all a little bit more t-shirts and whatnot. You may know that all of that sort of the spell out stuff and the Ralph Lauren and Nike, when it's like Adidas, Nike, you know, Tommy Hilfiger, and it's got the big logos on it, it's popular. So this I did not know until very recently. There's a brand called US Polo Association, which is not Ralph Lauren Polo. And apparently, I don't remember, a friend of mine was telling me about it, if this came first or if they came up to compete with Ralph Lauren and there was like a brand name battle or Ralph Lauren tried to get them to stop using Polo. But they did not stop. So he said that these are popular, and I did sell a pair of shorts in this brand recently. So, you know, they do go well. This look is very popular. It's got the patch on the thing, the spell out there, the number. It's very rugby looking, so it's cool. I paid $5 for this, and this would probably sell, I want to say around 20 bucks. I keep picking these up. And this is another one of those things where it was like, oh my God, they sell for so much money. And I think that they are selling for less than they were previously. I thought I had them in this, but they're in my laundry bag. I have 2 different Ralph Lauren shirts that are the polo shirts, but they have what they call Big Pony on them. So, you know, they've got that little tiny polo player logo. Well, the pony is large on it. So it's on the whatever side of the jacket. It's very large, and they refer to it as Big Pony. So I have one that has the pony on it, and then a second one that has the pony, and then the other side says Australia with the Australian flag, and it's got a huge number 3 on the back. It says Australia. It's giant, and that should do decently too. But they were going for a little bit less on eBay than I expected. So I always picked them up thinking, oh, they're going to go for like 60, 70, 80 bucks. And then I looked them up, and they're lower. They're more like 20, 30. And I think that it is because of the things are getting a little bit oversaturated. However, I have recently in New York City seen 3 different people wearing these Ralph Lauren Big Pony shirts. And I did also see a woman wearing Tommy Hilfiger spell out tee. The Tommy Hilfiger with the flag logo are the more popular ones. So, you know, I should stop picking them up because I definitely have more than enough things to list. This is a t-shirt that I got that I just thought was funny. I have not looked it up yet. Oh wait, no, this isn't it. I think I did that one already. This is just a Champion t-shirt. Property of Champion Athletic Department. So this was $2. I got it because I didn't know if it would be a good seller in that whole spell out category. Champion is another brand that's been doing well. I have a Champion sweatshirt with a giant logo on it, and somebody every once in a while, he sent me a couple of offers and just was going too low. The thing is like a 4XL, and it's heavy. The sweatshirt itself is between 2 and 3 pounds. So shipping on top of that is heavy. So he keeps offering me too low an amount that I don't want to take. So, and he went through all of his offers, and so then he had to message me. You know, I just haven't done it. But anyway, oh, this thing. So this is very large. This Phillies, and this was $4. I don't remember if this was a percentage off or not. Lee Sport. So I got it. I don't remember what my rationale was, to be honest. But I got it. So let's see what that goes for. I have no idea. Oh, here, and then this on the bottom. That may be why I got it. Major League Baseball. I am terrible with sports names. I know that the Phillies is a team. Baseball? I don't know. Yeah. Yes, Major League Baseball. And then I didn't know, I know that some of the smaller, the not major leagues will use names, but it'll be like a different logo. But then when I saw the Major League Baseball, I remember now that I did say, oh, okay, Major League, so it might be worth it. Oh, this was cool. This was just a cool t-shirt. It's a vintage tee, but it's nothing going on with it. Like it's just a plain tee. It has a pocket that you can see is coming detached. But here's the tag, style-wise. And it is 100% cotton. So I just thought it was a neat tee when I got it. It's $2. It's a size large. I might see if my boyfriend wants it, but I think that he'll feel like it's too thin. So, oh, all right. And I think this is an Olympic t-shirt. Oh, I didn't know what this was. That's right. Okay. T-shirt. I don't know what the heck that says. I don't know if that's supposed to say Asia. I don't think it would be USA. No. Like I literally, Izia, I don't know what on earth that is, okay? But I initially looked at it because it's a vintage Screen Stars, best Screen Stars. And then the sleeve, this is I think what made me believe it said Asia. Team competition, Lake Placid 88. Now I am terrible. I know this may not even be, I know that there were Olympics in Lake Placid, but that might have been 80. I know it was in the 80s. I don't know. I have no idea what this thing is. It was $2 and it was vintage. So I got it. I don't know what it is. No idea. If anybody knows, that would be nice. Oh, and that's it. That's my whole haul, guys. So a little bit over an hour. I really have to, I say this every video, but I have too much stuff. I have to get it listed. It's funny because sometimes I'll be shopping, and as I go through the thrift store, I'll see things and think, oh, that's cool. And then it's like, oh yeah, I have one of those at home. I have a blah, blah, blah. And then it's almost like I get reminded about all the stuff I have when I go out. So I have, in one of my Facebook groups, we do a bingo game, and I'm going to use that as some motivation to get some stuff posted this week. I have to find some way to convince myself to stop buying things. And I know that you should be like, just don't do it. That's nice. That's good. Yeah. If you're one of those people who could be like, I'm just not doing it, that's great. Good for you. I'm not one of those people. Or I have to find a way to at least, like, for every one thing I buy, I have to have 2 things leave my house, something. I don't know. I did get a book recently that I've read half of so far. And it is, hold on, I'm going to show you. You probably have heard of it. It is amazing. The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. So this, in my halfway point here, has spoken about some points that are complete logic, that if you just think about it, you're like, duh, of course that makes sense. But, she just frames it in a way that is new and makes you realize it. And I find that most lessons about life are like that. You have to have these little epiphanies 150 times before they really stick. So she talks about getting rid of all your crap, and that, just keeping things you love. So when I look at stuff, and I do this when I'm shopping too, and it's terrible. So I look at this stupid shirt, right? I'm like, oh, it's a vintage t-shirt. Oh my God. But it's a vintage t-shirt of what? Of this unidentified? I don't know what that says. I don't know what that says. And then, because I don't even know when the stupid Olympics were in the 80s, okay? I know they were in Lake Placid somewhere. So this, I probably did not need to get this shirt, right? She says, keep things that you love. And if you apply that to your selling techniques, get things that you're really excited about selling. And obviously, I don't think that applies to everyone. I think it applies to you if you are someone who buys more than you can list, which is obviously what I do. So if you are listing things as you get them, I think that buying things that are going to sell for 15 or 20 bucks is great. If you have, say, you're going to die beneath a pile of it, then probably you don't need to, 15, 20 bucks. I try to tell myself when I go out shopping now that when I go, I'm going to reserve my purchasing for things like this, right? This is worth it to me because I really do love this, even as an item to sell. It's different, it's gorgeous, it's a great piece. This is something that I should buy when I go shopping. This, I didn't need to get that. And then I come up with this dilemma. Once I have it, do I just redonate it because I don't want to deal with it, I need to clear out space, or do I want to sell it for whatever profit I can get? And I go back and forth with both of those things. And I don't know what my answer to that is yet. I haven't gotten to the point in this book. I don't know if she addresses hoarding issues. I don't know if she addresses, work-related issues. I'm assuming she talks about like, if you don't love it, get rid of it. So obviously there's some things that you're not going to get rid of if you don't love, because like you need them, like your vacuum cleaner, probably people don't love those. But, so I haven't gotten to all that stuff yet. I did do a massive clean out of my sock and underwear drawers, which was lovely and very freeing. And I cannot tell you just the thought of like how many socks I have that I keep because it's like, well, these aren't really comfortable, but they're really warm. And when I haven't done laundry and blah, 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 blah. And there's all these little justifications for why I should keep them. And I read her book and I'm like, get them out, they're gone. So I might regret that when winter comes, but it's summer right now. So now my sock drawer is very pretty. I read the first half of it like the day I got it, and then I haven't touched it since then. It's pretty much the story of my life. But anyway, that's all I've got for today. I am going to, I have to go. I have some errands to run today, but I am going to try and get some vintage sheets posted to Instagram, not Instagram. I posted them to Instagram last night. If you feel like, not sheets, I don't even know what I'm saying. I posted vintage pillowcases on Instagram last night, and I want to try and get the unsold ones over to Etsy. I have to take better photographs of them for Etsy because I only did 1 or 2 for Instagram. They need better photos for Etsy, but it was a fun sale. So if you go visit me on Instagram at Cats Vintage, CATSNTATS Vintage, you can see stuff on there. And whatever, I don't know, go visit me. I have a cute story of my cat Gordon laying on my pillowcase flat lays. And that's it. I'm going to try and do these regularly. If you guys have any idea on when you would like to see these videos, like I want to do a regular scheduled video. I was thinking of doing them on Fridays because it seems like a good day compared to like other resellers that I've watched and other people I know who have things that are scheduled that I want to see. But if you have a day or day of the week, let me know. I try and do them during the day so I get some nice natural light because the evening light is not very good and I don't have a really good light kit. I don't have a light kit at all. I have some terrible glaring light that blinds me and creates a lot of shadows. But if you would like to see these at a regularly scheduled time, let me know, okay? I hope that you guys are having a productive week and that you have a great weekend and make a lot of money. That's when my sales tend to come through the most. So, and I will see you next week. Thank you for joining me. And thanks everybody in the chat. I'm going to, thank you, before I start. Oh my God, I can't even send a chat. All right. Thanks guys, bye.